Hi, so it's time for a really quick Max for Live tutorial in which I'm going to build a chorus. So I've got some guitar here that we're going to use for the chorus to see if it sounds like a chorus. And I've got my plug in and plug out here, and the Max for Live M4L.cross2 object, which just allows me to crossfade the dry and the wet signal. So that's dry. And that's wet, which doesn't exist currently. Set it to the middle for now. So we're going to use tap in and tap out for this. Let's just stop that for a sec. So we use tap in, which requires us to set maximum delay time, which can be quite small for now, and tap out, which is our actual delay time. So let's set that for argument's sake for now to 10 milliseconds. These get joined together like this. I'm going to need one of these for the left and one of these for the right, aren't I? So let's do a duplication like that. Now if I take my audio in, pass it through the delays to the output, and set the mix, can't type, set the mix to dry for now and have a listen to the guitar. Now when I fade in the delay, we can hear the delay time. If I change the delay time, which I can do really quickly with a number box, without too much effort, we've got a kind of chorus effect. Let's set about, first of all, modulating the delay time with something. So I'm going to use a cycle, which is a sine wave oscillator running quite slowly, so 0.1 hertz. The cycle object will run, well, I can demonstrate this. If I look it up to a scope, it will run between, this is 0 here, between minimum and maximum values of -1 and +1 respectively. I don't want my delay time to go below 0, so I'm going to add 1 and a bit using plus tilde. I'm going to add 1.1 to that signal value, and then we'll see it will go up all the way up to 2 from 0. So now it's going 0 to 2. So if I connect that to my delay time, the delay time will now go between somewhere just above 0 to 2 milliseconds. If I want to make it bigger, I can simply multiply the numbers. So let's say I multiply that by 2 or by 4. It will go up between roughly 0 and roughly 8 milliseconds. So let's connect that to my tap outs and see what happens. Yes, I've got some nice modulation going on now. What we could do is have a different modulation rate for the left and for the right. So let's say I make this cycle 0.2. Now we should get a nice stereo sounding modulation effect. To enhance the chorus effect, we can add a feedback loop. Typically with tap in, tap out, you take your output of the tap out, run it through a multiply, and connect it back into the input, which we'll need to, if we're going to do this properly, add in with the original sound, like that. And we'll do the same for this one. There's my original. there's my feedback. And we need to give that feedback a number. To be careful not to make that number any bigger than 1, otherwise the tap in, tap out process will break. Like that. You can actually make the feedback negative, which will invert the phase on the feedback loop, which makes for a slightly more pleasant sound. And if we wanted to do something slightly different, we can send the right-hand channel feedback into the left and the left-hand channel feedback into the right, which will swap over the modulation each time. Now, tap in, tap out, well, tap out can actually have multiple tap points on the delay line. So, for example, I can quite happily say tap out 10 and then maybe 15 and then maybe 20. Then I'll get 3 separate delays with 3 separate delay times. Let's make that 2 for now. And I'll do the same with this one. So tap out 10 and 15. Now I've got the ability to add in more modulation. So I'm just going to run these modulators at different rates for my additional delays. Those are both on the same delay line, so what I need to do if I want to put them in the feedback loop is add them together. So we'll add the 2 delay lines. Mindful that now we've got double the signal, we need to make sure our delay line is much, the feedback path rather is much, as a much lower multiplier. We've now got 4 different delay times, all modulating at different rates, 2 on the left and 2 on the right, fed back into each other's signals. So that sounds like cool. That is a chorus effect in Max for Live.